Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Edgy Room. I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight and catching the vibe. If you're new to the Edgy Room, welcome. We only call in energy of... First of all, we only call in energy. And, occasionally, an ancestor, a spirit or two. But it's on love, light, healing, joy, wealth, health, encouragement, and the freedom to say whatever the F you want to say. We say what we want to say in the Edgy Room is the motto. And, I've been doing personals longer than I've been posting, and doing collective readings. And people, they say they always love the readings, but they're too long. They're too long. Nobody has the patience to sit and listen. The Edgy Room is a podcast. It is a radio station. It is a frequency. It is my voice. This is why I don't too much post myself in the readings, and it's just visuals. Tonight is Tuesday, right? So we're doing a career and business energy read for the week, and it is truly collective, and I'm always included in the collective. Readings are a blessing for me each and every time, just like they are for the person who requested a reading. So just catch a vibe. I got the salt lamps going, some incense, some self-love solar chakra candles going, and some vibe instrumentals in the background. I got 2 oracle cards on the table. We have 2 sets of energies here. We have one for those who are career and corporate job based. If you have co-workers type of energy here with career on one side, and then we have business on the other side for those entrepreneurs or people who are just looking to pursue a hobby and provide it as a service. Okay, those of you who invest or got your little side hustle, or not to say little side hustle, but you know what I'm saying, like, when I say little, I mean not to talk it down. What I'm saying is, under the the money from that is under the mattress. So a lot of victory and power on the mat. I took it from the table and I brought it down to the yoga mat. All right, so I feel like when I do my table, it's a lot of energy open. I.e. why the reads are so long. So we're gonna try to keep this one 20 minutes. Side 1, career. All right, we're just gonna start reading the cards. I got some business quotes from the feminine energy ladies out there, famous business owners or entrepreneurs. I'm not going to read the names of who wrote the quote. I'm just going to read the quote as is. So it says, yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or to lose. All right, those of you on the career side, it's been a lot of different energy when you go into work, or just you know, you used to probably hang out with your coworkers or even laugh and all that, but now you go to work and you start to pick up vibes, and you don't know if you're in a mood. You don't know if, you know, you stressed or if you're going through your own thing, you know, like relationship stuff or family stuff. You just in a vibe of like just holding your tongue, not, you know, not feeling, you know, not pointing no fingers, not saying, you know, people moving funny so I'm feeling the energy, nothing like that. It's just a something told you to just sit and observe, like just go to work and do your job. And you know, whether it's a career that you like and you enjoy, or if you're looking for something new. And the next card we have here is from the Money and Business Attraction deck. It is not my role to make others happy. Okay? Y'all can read the card in the picture. The energy here on this side is like, I don't care what happened yesterday. I don't care what happened, you know, what used to go on in the past. Today, if I don't feel like talking, I don't feel like talking. I did my job. So there should be no other complaints. And it's really a feeling of being tired. Maybe you've been working your job and doing the best that you can. And at first you were like, you enjoyed it. I'm getting the energy of like somebody enjoying their job. You know, it may not be what they really, really want to do, but for them to have to clock in and be somewhere, even if it's working from home, like having to check in with the Zooms and do the meetings and all that, it's still like, it was no ill, you know, it wasn't, oh, I gotta go to work, or oh, this person get on my nerves. There's nobody nagging you or dragging you down. But somewhere along the way, there was an energy that came in, and you were done being content, right? Something may have sparked. You wanted something new. You wanted something refreshed. It may even be just a vacation. It may be just a mental health day. Maybe you just need a day where you rest and, you know, just sit outside and enjoy the breeze and things like that. And the energy I'm feeling is that you thought you were in the space to do that at this job, but you weren't. Or you were in the space, but other people started questioning, like, oh, so you're not gonna hang out with us no more after work, or you're not, and you're really thinking like, okay, well, how many days after work can we go to happy hour? Like how many times a week, or how many months are we going to keep doing the same old thing? The routine got kind of mundane to you, but it snuck up on you just all of a sudden. Nobody did anything or anything like that. It put you in hermit mode, meaning like you're like, no, I need to go ahead and take a social media detox. I need to, you know, just rest and go to sleep. And people may be like, well, you depressed, or you sad, like you're not doing what you used to do. You're not, you know, you're not partying like you used to, or you're not your usually joyous self. And you're like, no, like everything is fine. It's the Ten of Swords. You just like, what's done is done. Everything's cool. Like you just scrolling on your phone, or just chilling, laying in bed. Like I'm fine. I'm complacent. There is no need for this career side. You all who are heavy on this side, there is no need for you to try and please someone else. Like, whatever mood you're in, not saying you're stuck in it, but today, this Tuesday, you in this mood. And there's no need for you to have to be that happy-go-lucky person all the time just so your coworkers don't nag or say little slick shit. It's really pointless. And it's bothering you because all together, both sides, if you're listening to this reading for the career or the business, in the middle here, the middle cards go the Six of Wands, the Magician, and the Hierophant, as you see in the picture. So the energy for everyone is victorious because you're manifesting with spirit. You're manifesting with the divine feminine, spiritual, religious, or spiritual, universal, cosmic. Like, it's still very much like everyone diving deep into their prayers. Like, you're merging your prayers and you're manifesting together. And it's coming with this Hierophant energy, with this divine feminine, spiritual goddess, heavy priestess energy. But it's not the high priestess, it's the Hierophant. So that tells you, like, it's like when you give honor, right? So it's like you're kneeling, you're becoming, you're going to God and having this relationship with God and having these conversations with God, and everyone here just has this like inner peace and this inner victory, which is coinciding with the energy from Monday and the Monday's energy reading for the week. So confirmation that this is Tuesday within the same week, that there's just like this really high level of peace and understanding and surety. Like, God is assuring you that he's listening to you, that she's listening, Mother Earth, that she's listening to you. Like, the universe is hearing you when you're sincere and when you're the word humble is coming up. I don't want to say humble because it's not like you're downing yourself, because everyone here is rising up. Like, you're standing up. This would say, it's like, don't try to make everybody happy. There's just something you really can't do. I will read the last of the last paragraph on the card here. It says, you cannot get poor enough to help poor people thrive, or get sick enough to help sick people get well. You can only uplift from your position of strength and clarity and alignment. Excuse me, y'all. I got the YouTube playing and I guess, commercials. So yeah, like, you can't help others down. Like they say, you can't help others with an empty cup. If your cup, you got to fill your cup up first before you try to give somebody else some. So moving on to side number 2 is the business side. And it's kind of short and to the point. I'm just reading the card. It really is. Excuse me. It is what it is. So y'all can read the cards in the pictures. And I'll read this number 25. It says, I can always tell a different financial abundance story. All right. So, what anyone has or what anyone does has nothing to do with you. That's the first sentence on that card. The next, the quote for the business side says, great works are performed, not by strength, but by perseverance. All right, so if you have a business or a hobby or something, welcome to the collective, because I'm in this group too. We must persevere. We must stand strong and continue to mind our business. Literally, mind your business, and you don't have to tell anybody. What they doing and what you doing ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. And you ain't gotta tell nobody nothing. And that's a lesson I had to learn this week as well. My ideas, my passions, the way I want to express myself, there's no need for me to confirm it with a friend. Like, oh, I have this wonderful idea. What you think? It don't matter what they think. I just need to do and express. Everybody's saying my reading's too long. Okay, it's too long. I get it. But if you request a personal, I don't want to hear no complaints about how long a reading is. You're going to get the message, just like the universe intended for you to get it. And here to go with this card, as you all see in the picture, is the Seven of Wands and the King of Swords. The Seven of Wands is kind of like about having your guard up a little bit, protecting yourself, standing your ground, basically kind of like bucking it, motherfuckers like, I wish you would come over here, like, I'm ready. What? Let's get it. Like, she's in a stance, all right? And she got her heels on. She's not to be played with. And you have the King of Swords. The King of Swords knows what he wants. He has a clear mind. He is set on it. He will cut you down with just the thought of you not being real, or like if he even gets an inkling of clarity on wrongdoing or clarity on what's going around him, he's going to act on it and have a sharp blade. So if he needs to cut it out, he's going to cut it out. He's going to say what he needs to say. Now, in this deck, the King of Swords is a woman in a suit, but it's just heavy masculine energy. And I like that this is my money deck again, because the feminine energy with the power of the masculine energy is perfect for work, because you got to have balance. Masculine energy is the energy that gets us out the door, right? It's the energy that gets us out, going, pushing, hustling for that money, right? Feminine energy is creation, is flow. And so a lot of times masculine energy can be a little what I want to say, like forcefully, like action driven. I just see like say like a army like charging, right? Like we gonna get this done. We gonna push through. The pathway gonna be clear tonight. Whereas the feminine energy, she's like, okay, I'm gonna do a little bit every night, and I'm going to clear the pathway, but I'll make sure it's all nice and neat and soft, and it doesn't shock, the forest around it. Like, so when you have both of these together, just know that side number two, the business, those of you who are business, especially, my nose itching, especially those who are business owners. My nose itching. What I'm getting is like like people who are into farming or herbalists, or things like that. Go forward. Your boundaries are set in place for a reason, and right now, just let them be in place, and don't let nobody, talk down on you or give you shit, for having your boundaries the way they are, because you're trying to get somewhere in life with your business. Like, this is passionate for a lot of people. I'm starting to feel it. And in the middle here with the Magician card in the middle and the Victory at the top, I understand the willpower, because all of this is founded on everyone's spiritual life. If you on a career side, you thinking about God and God putting you where you need to be. Some of y'all may have prayed like, God, if this ain't your job for me, or if it's, if it's frenemies around, what I'm saying, fake people around, whatever it may be, remove me, give me a better job, or remove them, and, let me be able to work my job in peace. It's the same on the business side, but it's more so like, God, let me hear less tugs and pulls and complaints from, the people who need me. Like, if you have a family, like, okay, I know my kids need me, I know my husband need me, I know my wife need me, I know my mama need me, I know my grandma, my nieces, uncles, like, I know somebody may need me or may want to see me or hang out with me, a best friend or this or that, but I really need the time and the space to flow in this. Like, you're done trying to convince others to give you time. Like, you're like, oh, I know, girl, I told you I'm trying to do this for my business, or I'm trying to, I got this plan, or I got this new meeting, or I got this new investment, blah, blah, blah. And you're tired of trying to explain to people, like, why you can't make it out with them, or why you can't be there for them, why you can't spend time with them. And because it don't matter what you say, even if, because a lot of y'all are starting to realize, like, even if it wasn't a business, even if it was just like, you like to just go sit in the library for an hour a day and read your favorite book. People got a problem with why you not on hand when you need them on hand. And for somebody specifically, confirmation, maybe put some money bags in the comments or something. But somebody was like, look, for y'all to be demanding me like this, if y'all was paying me, I wouldn't even, like, shit, this would be my side hustle. Like, this would bring me in $20K, an extra $20, $30K a year. If the way y'all demanded me to spend time with y'all, or the way y'all demanded me to do for y'all, or even if it's just like run a little errand, even if it's a convenient errand, like, yo mama know you work next to the pharmacy where, her medicine is, and she like, can you pick it up on your way home from work? You still, like, if I was to literally charge motherfuckers, like, this family and stuff too, but if you literally charge motherfuckers, you could have a income, a monthly income from people asking you to do shit for them. And not to talk down on it, because some people really do need help, and some people you don't mind helping. However, it's like, when you decide to do something for you, especially when it's a business, a way for you to make money, and especially for them, especially somebody else, to drop in a confirmation, maybe put some 100 signs or something like that. If this is you was like, yeah, you always asking me for money, but when I tell you I'm too busy to help you, or I'm too busy to hang out and kick it with you because I need to go and work on my abundance, you got a problem. Somebody thought that when somebody asking for some, like, somebody that's always asking for some money, or always need a little help on the side, which ain't too much on them. We're not talking down on people who need help. However, we just talking about the simple energy of demand. Meanwhile, excuse me. Excuse me. That energy hit home for a few people. Spirit saying, slow down. This is why the reading, I can't put no time limit on the reading. This is why it just be the way it be. For those of you who are trying to prioritize yourself, your joy, your abundance, your peace of mind, your soul. I feel like I'm after I sneeze, I feel like I'm like inhaling pepper. Maybe some of us, I love pepper on my food, so maybe some of you like pepper. Add a little turmeric to that pepper. If you know, you know. Anyways, everyone here on the table, everybody, the whole table is coming to this realization that your abundance and your health equals wealth. Like, everyone listening to this message, I don't care when you hear it. If you don't hear it on a Tuesday, whenever you hear it, you're in a time and a space in your life where you're understanding wealth. You can have all the money in the world, but inside there could be no peace. You can have all the peace in the world, but on the outside things are hazy, cluttered, demanding, life swallowing you up. Taking the time to say, okay, God, I want better. No matter where you are on your journey in life, if this your first time getting on your hands and knees and praying, or if you a pro and you can just you pray all the time, or you just, you know, you do your thing, you know how to whip out your your words for the Lord. You have this connection with spirit now. You have this connection with understanding, this is how I give honor to the energy of something greater than me. Whether you know, work with Orisha, or whether you use crystals, or whether you go to church every Sunday, or whether you devout Catholic or Muslim, whatever you are, it does not matter. When you decided that you wanted to elevate in life in this season, you went to God first. And the victory, the instant victory that you had, God said, you was like, oh, I can manifest anything. And it is not the energy of material things. Just like in Monday's reading, it's not material necessarily. Yes, abundance, money, yes, literal dollars, yes. But it's not just so you can blow it. We asking for money so we can build. We asking for money so we can eat better. We asking for money so we can avoid disease. And we're asking for money so we can take mental health days and go to the beach and get the sun and the vitamins and minerals from the ocean, and etc., etc. We're trying to venture out. And at the basis of this, everyone here, career or business, decided that, yes, this is about money. This is about creating. This is about your job, your livelihood, the thing that makes you, gives you kind of like, okay, this is what I do every day type of thing. You sought God first this time. Like I said, rather be the first time, or you've been going to God every time. It's collective. So for the pros and for the newbies, that's the energy. And be happy. Be very, very happy. All right, y'all. That's it. That's all I got for y'all tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. And I hope it wasn't too long for you, those of you who say, it's so long. I hope you guys tune in and keep tuning in. Welcome to the beginning of the Edgy Room era. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night and get some rest and be blessed. Peace.